Now then, this can be a tricky one. What does the oncologist or what does the doctor say? For the vast majority of the things that you will find that, that you might be using this list to help you judge, oncologists will flat out say no, or they will not be allowed to have an opinion. Now, certainly here in the UK, we are very, very cautious because they're more regulated. They're part of, say, an NHS trust. They can't go ahead to you and say, yes, I've heard too that eating 20 loaves of bread a day can cure cancer. Give that a go. By the way, that's not a real thing. Do not do that. That was made up just to make sure that I didn't upset anybody. They cannot do that. And you do have to bear in mind that some things that actually may not cause damage, they will still say might cause damage because they have to err on the side of caution. So this is something that I would always say, run everything past your doctor first. But do bear in mind that they may just lead with no. So a quick example of this is my husband's first chemo was oxaliplatin. Oxaliplatin causes neuropathy. It causes cold sensitivity, it can be debilitating, and it was for some of his rounds of chemo. And icing can help this. So it's where you keep your hands and feet and try and keep your mouth and throat cold whilst you're receiving the infusion. And for many people, it makes the world of difference. We asked Ian's oncologist beforehand and she said, no, definitely don't do that. In fact, do the opposite, keep it warm to flush the chemo out quicker. Now that is very helpful after, but once that cold sensitivity is in, you've got to let it then run its course. So should he go back on oxy, we will not be asking again and doing it. So obviously that then differs if you're sort of that sort of thing compared to if you're buying some drugs off the internet or something. Then it's quite important to have a relationship with your oncologist where you feel you can trust them to ask these questions. In our specific scenario, I don't, but we're working on that. And, you never know, we may end up going with a different doctor where we do feel comfortable asking those questions and receiving honest answers. However, it would be remiss of me to say, oh, don't ask your doctor, they don't know what they're talking about. They have to be very careful about what they say. If they don't know, they would probably say no, because if they say yes, go ahead, and you hurt yourself, they're culpable. Always run things past your doctor, but just bear in mind that they may have to say don't do that. But it is still important to add it to your list of things. If all of these things make you think no and they say no, it's probably a no.